And so as you sit down, just make sure you're comfortable. And close your eyes, sit up tall. Just allow yourself a few moments here to settle in. Settle into this afternoon. Settle into the space you're in. Notice the sounds you can hear. Notice the temperature. Just taking in where you are right here, right now. Observing all the sensations. Allow your weight to shift into your sitting bones and sit up taller through your spine. Feel the shoulders draw back and down away from the ears. Relax the face. Soften the eyes and unclench the teeth. Allowing yourself to relax where you are while maintaining a nice tall posture. And then just start to observe your breath. Without changing or controlling it yet, simply notice. What is your natural quality of breath? Slow or fast? Shallow or deep? Even or uneven? And then once you know where you're starting from, then you can begin to take longer exhalations and deeper inhalations. Just noticing what it feels like to breathe more deeply. Keeping the face and the jaw relaxed as you breathe more deeply. And eventually bring inhales and exhales to equal length, so that you start to create a steady rhythm with your breath. And the rhythm will be different for all of us, but you might find that using a count for the breath is useful, maybe a count of 4 or 5 for the inhale, and that same count for the exhale. And as you settle into that rhythm, gently constrict through the back of your throat so you can listen to the breath. You can hear and feel the air as it swirls through the back of your throat. Memorize that sound and that rhythm, know it by heart, and try to maintain it as we move through the practice, so that no matter the movements, no matter the poses, the breath remains steady and even. The breath remains your priority, your focus. And continue to breathe. You can blink the eyes open. Just start to make your way into an extended child's pose. So you can come up onto the hands and the knees and then just sit right back onto the heels. Let the arms reach forward, let your head relax down. Take a few deep breaths here. Feel the rib cage, the torso expand in all directions as you inhale. Exhale, allow yourself to soften into the ground. Of course, you can return to child's pose at any point during the practice when you'd like to reconnect with the breath, or simply take rest. And for now, with your next inhale, make your way up into tabletop. Spread the fingers really wide, plant your hands below the shoulders, knees right below the hips. Hug the belly in and up. Take a couple of cat-cow stretches here. Inhale, lift the tailbone, draw the chest forward, lift the chin. Exhale, tail tucks, shoulders round, chin to chest. Inhale, lead with the tail, then chest, then chin. Exhale, tail tucks. Send the shoulders up through the roof. One more time. Inhale, tailbone lifts, chest pulls forward, lift the chin up. And exhale, round it out. And come back to neutral as you inhale. Pause in neutral. And let your hips drop over to the right and then look over your right shoulder. So it should feel like you're doing a crunch to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, hips to the left, look to the left, crunch to the left. Inhale, come to center. Again to the right, exhale, crunch to the right. Inhale, forward. Exhale to the left. Just finding some lateral movement once more on each side. Inhale, forward. Exhale to the right. Inhale, forward. And exhale to the left. And then come back to center as you inhale, tuck your toes, down dog as you exhale, hips up and back. And take a few moments here, move around a bit, pedal through the knees and the feet. You can turn your head side to side or nod it up and down. And then eventually settle into stillness, sink into the heels, root down into the hands. Start to find bandhas here, Mula Bandha, pelvic floor lifting in and up. Uddiyana Bandha, low belly hugging in and up toward the spine. So that even though your foundation is rooting down, your bandhas are lifting. Maintaining that balance between rooting down and lifting up. And as you inhale, just bend your knees toward your chest, press your chest back toward your thighs. Keep lifting through the low belly. And then just drop the heels to the floor. And with an inhale, find plank, come forward. Pause in plank. If you need to slide your toes back, so your shoulders are over your wrists, your heels are over your toes. Take an inhale here, and then lower to your belly as you exhale, bend the elbows straight back. Inhale, cobra, lift the chest, pause in cobra. Keep the elbows hugged in close to the rib cage, keep the shoulders drawing back and down. Take a deep breath in here, and then down dog as you exhale, send the hips up and back. And take a breath. And then again, come forward to plank as you inhale. And then lower to your belly as you exhale. This time find Sphinx pose. Prop yourself up onto your elbows. Elbows are right below the shoulders. Spread the hands wide. Pull the chest forward and up. Continue to hug the low belly in and up and lengthen your tailbone toward your heels. Inhale fully here. As you exhale, look over the right shoulder. And then inhale, look forward, keep lifting the chest. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look right again. Inhale, look forward. And look left as you exhale. Once more on each side, inhale forward. Exhale, look right. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, look left. Look forward as you inhale. Exhale, lower your head down, slide your hands under your shoulders. You're back in cobra for the inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale, hips up and back. Take a breath. And then as you inhale, bend your knees, look toward your hands. Exhale, walk your feet up to the top of your mat for ragdoll. So feet are good, hips width apart. Let the knees bend here so you can rest your torso against the knees. And then either catch opposite elbows or interlace your fingers together behind the back. You can sway side to side, swivel left to right. And then allow the arms to relax down. To stand from here, up to you. Either uncurl vertebra by vertebra or press up with a straight back, whatever feels better for your body. Keep the bandhas engaged as you rise. And then once standing, go ahead, roll the shoulders around a few times. In both directions. And then draw the shoulders back and down, step the feet together, bring your hands together. We'll just move through a couple of rounds of a variation of classical sun salutations. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, just press your palms together. And as you inhale, reach the arms forward and up, stretch tall. Maybe a little back bend there. Exhale, fold, bring your hands to the floor. Step the right foot back as you inhale, low lunge. Pause here, exhale. Take an extra breath. At the top of your inhale, step to plank. And then lower as you exhale to the belly or knees, chest, and chin. Cobra, as you inhale, lift the chest, draw the shoulders back and down. Downward facing dog, exhale, hips up and up. Step the right foot to the hands. Inhale into the low lunge, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, stand, reach forward and up, stretch. Again, maybe a little back bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, fold, bring your hands to the floor. And step the left foot back as you inhale. Again, just pause there as you exhale. At the top of your inhale, step to plank. And then lower as you exhale, belly or knees, chest, chin. Cobra, inhale, lift the chest, Bhujangasana. Downward dog, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot forward, inhale, lunge, lengthen. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, stand, reach up, stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. We'll do that once more on each side. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor. Right foot back, inhale. Pause here, exhale. At the top of the inhale, step to plank. And then lower as you exhale. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right foot forward, inhale. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, stand, reach up. Hands to heart, exhale. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Left back, inhale, lunge. Pause here, exhale. Full inhale. At the top of the inhale, step to plank. Lower as you exhale, belly or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward, inhale. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, stand, reach up, stretch. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a breath in here. Relax your arms, exhale. Reach out and up, inhale, palms touch overhead, look to your thumb. Forward fold, exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Lengthen here as you inhale. Exhale, set the right foot back. Press into the hands, take an inhale. Exhale, step back and lower to the belly or Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or up dog, inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back. Downward dog, exhale, hips up and up. Find some stillness here. Spread the hands wide. Let your feet settle about hips width apart. Sink into the heels as you press back to your chest. You want the outer edges of your feet to be parallel to the outer edges of the mat. Another way you can check the alignment of your feet here is, kind of generally speaking, you can't see your heels because they're not turned in and they're not turned out. They're right behind the feet. So just some ways that you can look at alignment there. Take one more inhale. At the end of your exhale, step or lightly jump your feet to your hands. Lengthen with your inhale, lift the head. Fold as you exhale. Stand, inhale, arms reach up. Relax the arms, exhale. Again like that, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Lengthen here, inhale. Just step the left foot back as you exhale. Take an extra inhale here. Exhale, step back and lower, belly or Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. And again, settle into stillness. Listen to the rhythm of your breath. Feel the breath in your body. Feel the ground beneath your hands and your feet root down as you lift through bandhas. Take one more deep breath in. At the end of the exhale, step or lightly jump to the hands. Inhale, lift the head, look forward. Exhale, fold. Stand, inhale, arms reach. Samastitihi, exhale, relax the arms. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana, reach up. Forward fold, exhale, Uttanasana, hands to the floor. Inhale, lengthen here, look ahead. Step or jump back as you exhale to the belly or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog as you inhale, lift the chest. Downward dog, exhale. Lift the right leg up and back, inhale. Exhale, step it to the hands, spin the left heel to the floor. Warrior one, inhale, come up. And then bend your elbows, exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, reach for the sky. Vinyasa of your choice, exhale. So if you want to skip the vinyasa, skip them, modify them if you want to modify them. Most important is your breath. We'll meet in down dog together. And then left leg up as you inhale. Exhale, step it to the hands, spin the right heel down. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Bend your elbows, exhale, open chest. Reach up, breathe in. And again, vinyasa of your choice, exhale, flow through at your own pace with your own breath. Deep breaths in. Complete breaths out. Take a full inhale and down dog. Lower to your knees as you exhale. Turn it into puppy dog. Walk the hands forward. Let your head relax down. Keep lifting through the low belly so you're not collapsing into the low back. Some of you forehead down. You might bring chest and chin down if you're feeling more open. But don't let the depth of the pose inhibit the fullness of your breath. So if you can't breathe deep in the pose, back out of the pose and breathe deep. And then with your next inhale, walk the hands in, find tabletop. Downward dog, exhale, hips up and back. Full breath in here. At the end of the exhale, step or jump to the hands. Lengthen with the inhale. Fold as you exhale. Bend your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Stand, exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, bend the knees, reach up. One more time. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor. Inhale, lengthen here, lift the head. Step or jump back, exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift the chest. Cobra or up dog is perfect. Downward dog, exhale. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it through warrior one. Inhale, come up. Bend your elbows, exhale. Now as you inhale, reach up. Find warrior two as you exhale. We'll pause in warrior two for a couple of breaths. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Stack the right knee over the ankle. Gaze toward your right fingertips. Firmly press down into both feet. Sit down into both hips. And again, find the fullness of your breath. Nice, take one more inhale here. Vinyasa as you exhale, hands to the floor, step back and flow. And just link breath with movement. Find your down dog. And then left leg up as you inhale. Exhale, step it through right heel down. Warrior one with the inhale, come up. And then exhale, just bend the elbows, open chest. Reach up, breathe in to warrior two, exhale. And again, opening the chest out to the side, hands at the level of the shoulders. Keep that left knee over the ankle. If it tends to collapse to the right, engage the outer left hip and thigh. And try to seal the outer edge of your right foot to the floor. So really press down to that outer edge. Good, 2 more breaths here. Take one more inhale. Vinyasa as you exhale, hands to the floor, step back and float. Nice. Take an inhale in your down dog. Exhale again, lower to the knees. You're welcome to return to puppy dog, otherwise dolphin, coming onto the elbows. Up to you, you can interlace or keep your hands spread wide. Tuck the toes and exhale, send the hips up and back. If you're feeling tight, bend the knees in dolphin. If you're feeling open, straighten the knees, keep pressing the chest back, maybe even walk the feet closer to the elbows. Keep pressing the chest back, keep breathing. And again, feel your foundation root down into your hands and your feet or your elbows and your feet. Lift through Mula and Uddiyana Bandha. Breathing fully the whole time. If you're in dolphin, with your next exhale, lower to the knees. Tabletop as you inhale wherever you were. Downward dog as you exhale. Full breath in down dog. At the end of your exhale, step or jump forward. Lengthen with your inhale, lift the head. Fold as you exhale, head down. Bend your knees, inhale, reach up. Stand up, exhale, Samasthiti. Take a full breath in and out. And bring your hands to your hips. I'm gonna find just tree here, so shift your weight into your right foot. Come up onto your left hip toes. Open the left knee out. If you're feeling like this is a good place to stay, you can stay here with the toes down. Otherwise, any variation, the foot can come to the calf or the inner thigh. Hug the belly in and up, lift the chest, keep the shoulders down. And then maybe reach the arms up. Keep the shoulders down. Full breathing. If you're feeling pretty steady here, gaze up. If you let go of bandhas, reconnect. Pelvic floor lifts, low belly lifts as your standing leg roots down. And one more breath where you are. And as you inhale, press your hands together at your heart. And exhale, release the pose, shake it out. Good. And then we'll do it on the other side. Standing on the left side, hands to hips, fingers reminding bandhas to lift. Come up onto the right tip toes, externally rotate the right hip, and then any variation of tree. Stand up tall, and then you can reach the arms up or press your hands together at your heart. Continue to let the shoulders draw down. Again, maybe look up. Steady breathing here. Notice if you're clenching your teeth, relax. Nice. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart. Exhale, relax. Release the pose, shake out the feet, shake out the legs. Nice. Feet together at the top of the mat, Samasthiti. Take a deep breath in and out. And as you inhale, arms reach up, palms touch. Forward fold, exhale, hands to the ground. Keep engaging legs and belly. Lift the head, inhale, look forward. Pause here as you exhale, bend your knees, come up onto your tip toes. Let the knees come wider than the shoulders. Shift your weight back into your hips and your heels fold between the knees, Malasana variation. Let your head relax down, reach your hands forward. Let your heels and your hips sink down. And again, use bandhas to maintain the lift away from the ground, even when everything else is relaxing toward the ground. And if you know me at all, and even if you don't, you should know that the next pose is boat pose. Lift your head, lower your hips. Maybe find your boat. As always, you can bend the knees here, just keep them together. Pull the belly in and up, chest up, shoulders down, arms forward, maybe straighten the legs. Breathing 2, 3, keep lifting through pelvic floor and low belly. 4, root down into your hips. 5, exhale, lower your feet down with the legs straight. Bring your hands forward of your knees, forward of your hips, but not quite to the knees. Let your chest come forward over the thighs, bend your elbows. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower down. Pull your knees into your chest. Pull your chest up toward your knees. Find your boat pose. Take an inhale. Baby boat pose. Exhale. Breathing. 1, strong active legs. 2, draw the navel in toward the spine. 3, lift your shoulder blades up off the floor. 4, 5, inhale, come back up into boat. Exhale, lower the legs down. Hands forward over the hips, chest forward over the thighs, bend the elbows. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Do it again. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Pull your knees into your chest. Lift up into boat. Big boats and baby boats. 5 breaths. Take an inhale. Baby boat, exhale. Inhale, big boat. Exhale, baby boat. 2, inhale, big boat. Exhale, baby boat. 3, inhale, big boat. Exhale, baby boat. 4, last one, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. I didn't see all of you, but good job. Plant your hands forward over your hips. Now 3 lifts. If you want, try lifting your feet one at a time or both at the same time. Inhale, lift the hips, maybe the right leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift the hips, maybe the left leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift the hips, maybe both legs. Exhale, down. Shavasana, no, just kidding. Vinyasa, rock up over the legs, flow through. You might pause in cobra or up dog to stretch out the front of the body, stretch out the hips and the low back. But we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a couple of deep breaths. And with your next inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through, warrior 1. Inhale, come up. Bend your elbows, exhale, open chest. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the right knee. Exhale, turn the right toes in, bring your hands to your hips. Take an inhale, lift the chest up, shoulders back. Exhale, fold, bring your hands to the floor. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Inhale, lengthen again, engage your back, engage your legs. Exhale, fold, engage your belly, walk your hands between the feet, reach your head down toward the ground. I know some of you have tripod headstand here. You can take it into tripod. Breathe wherever you are. Bandhas wherever you are. And even your gaze is fixed at one point, whether you're standing on your feet or standing on your head. If you did go upside down, use an exhalation to bring your feet to the ground. Lengthen with your inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, stand up. Pause at the top, exhale. Triangle on the right, turn your right toes out. Align your right heel to the arch of your left foot. Your left heel is slightly dropped back. Open the arms, inhale. Exhale, reach out and down over your right leg. Not important how far down you can reach. Extend through your spine, engage your low belly. You might be able to catch the big toe or slide your hand down to a block. And then if you want some more sensation through that left side, you can take that left arm overhead. So you find a little more stretch through the left side of your waist and your rib cage. Keep pressing into the feet, keep hugging the low belly in and up. Engage your quadriceps. Nice, one more breath here. And then we're just gonna slide that left hand all the way to the hip, look down, turn it into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Look down, bend the right knee, slide your hand forward. Inhale, big step up with the left leg. Flex the foot, lift the heel up nice and high. Take the fingertips up nice and high. If you want Chapasana variation, go ahead, bend the left knee, reach back for the foot. And breathe. Strong standing leg. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath where you are. If you've got the foot in the hand, release it. Take another inhale. Warrior 2, exhale, long step back. Deep breath in Warrior 2. Vinyasa, as you exhale, hands frame the right foot, step back and flow. Just linking breath with movements. And find your downward facing dog. And take a breath. And inhale takes the left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through Warrior 1 first, back heel down. Inhale, come up. Open chest, exhale. Reach up, inhale. Find Warrior 2, exhale. Inhale, straighten the knee. Turn the toes in. And exhale, interlace the fingers together behind your back. Prostrate to C. Deep breath in, chest lifts. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with the chest, then let your head relax down. Use bandhas and core strength to fold yourself deeper between your knees. Reach the arms away from the back. Reach your head toward the floor between the feet. If all of your weight is in your heels, let some weight drift forward toward your toes again. Full breathing. Steady breathing. 1 more breath. And then use an inhale to come all the way up. Exhale, pause at the top, bring your hands to your hips. Triangle on the left, turn your right toes in, turn your left toes out. Aligning the left heel to the arch of the right foot. Reach through your fingertips, inhale. Exhale, reach out and down with your left arm, right arm straight up. And the hand could be on the shin, maybe a block or the floor. Any variation for that is perfect. As long, again, as you're not folding toward the ground here, you're leaning back onto the shoulders. Maybe take that right arm overhead. If you are taking, well, either way, take both shoulders back and down away from the ears, no matter the arm variation. Root down into feet, lift through bandhas. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then just bring your right hand to your hip and look down. As you exhale, bend the left knee, slide the hand forward, maybe use a block here. Half moon as you inhale, Ardha Chandrasana, stand up onto your left leg. Flex the right foot, lift the heel up as high as you can. You might take the right fingertips up. And then again, you might choose to work with Chapasana variation, bending the right knee, reach back for the foot. Gaze is steady. Foundation is strong. Again, find that sensation of rooting down into your foundation while lifting through bandhas. If you've still got the foot in the hand, release it. Take an inhale. Warrior 2 as you exhale, long step back. Deep breath in your pose. Vinyasa as you exhale, hands to the floor. Step back and flow. Meeting in down dog. Take a breath. And then as you inhale, shift forward plank. And as you exhale, lower to your belly. Once you're on your belly, prop yourself up onto your elbows, find Sphinx pose again. Draw the chest forward and up. Keep the legs active here. Feet and legs are about hips width apart. Cross your left arm in front, bend your right knee. Reach back for your right foot. So if you did Chapasana balancing, then this is the same rotation of the shoulder. Rather than opening up and lifting the right hip up off the floor, try to keep the right hip forward and down. Lift your chest forward and up. Rather than the quad stretch, just kick that right foot back against the hand. Open up the chest and the shoulder a little bit more. If you feel this too much in your low back, again, engage inner thighs and low belly a lot to help support the low back. Let's take one more inhale. And release as you exhale. Crossing, switching sides, crossing right arm in front. Bend the left knee, reach back. If you feel like you're collapsing toward the ground, actively use your back to lift your chest. Left hip is pressing forward and down. Left foot is kicking back. Keep lifting the chest. And again, strong belly, strong inner thighs to help support the low body. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then as you exhale, release. Slide your hands under your shoulders. You're in cobra for your inhale. Downward dog. Exhale, hips up and back. And take a breath. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through to high lunge. Stay on the back tiptoes. Inhale, come up, high lunge. Exhale, bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades. Pause here, sit into the hips. Interlace your fingers together behind your back. Hug the belly in and up, pull right hip back, left hip forward. You can stay here more vertical, or you can start to look up. Maybe slide your knuckles down the back of your left thigh bone a little bit. Make sure you're breathing where you are. Nice. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, sit low and lean forward. Twist as you exhale, left elbow, right knee. Any variation of a twist. Back knee could lower. You could stay in prayer twist. You could snuggle your left shoulder to the outside of your knee and open arms or bind. Whatever you think would feel good to the body here. Make sure you can breathe. Find length. Left heel presses back, chest and head reach forward, and your chest is also rotating up as it pulls forward. Keep drawing your right hip back and down. Good. Inhale, look down. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Take a nice full inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straighten the right knee. Move with the breath here. Inhale, bend the knee, but lengthen the spine. Exhale, straighten the knee. Allow yourself to fold. One more time. Inhale, bend the knee, lengthen the spine. Exhale, straighten the knee, fold, and pause. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, lift the head, bend the knee. Exhale, walk your fingertips forward of the toes. Float that left leg up and back. Reach back through the heel. Again, find length pulling chest forward. And then left hand on the floor below the face. Maybe use your block. Right hand to the hip. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Keep reaching back through the left heel. Maybe reach up through the right fingertips. Maybe bend the back knee and reach back for the foot. Keep engaging your standing leg. Keep hugging the low belly in and up toward the spine. And take one more inhale where you are. Ragdoll at the top of the mat. Exhale, release hands and feet down. Shake it out. And sway side to side, swivel left to right. Good, heel to your feet together. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, arms reach, palms touch. Exhale, relax the arms. Take a deep breath in and out. Shift your weight into your left foot. Bring your right knee into your chest. Pull the chest up toward the right knee, find length. Then slide your right hand to your hip. Deep breath in here. Exhale, twist to the right. And then you can stay, maybe reach the right arm back. Maybe take your right foot forward. So dancing Shiva pose. Just try to straighten out your standing leg. Keep lifting up through your chest. Keep breathing. Nice. One more breath here. Good. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slide your right hand down to your right shin or ankle. Let your knee drop down. Pull the belly in and up, lift the chest, lift the left arm. You can stay right here thinking like a quad stretch, or you can take it into dancer, kicking the foot back. I like to catch the instep. You might prefer the outer edge. Once you've kicked back as far as you can, try to pull that right hip and shoulder facing forward. Then you can pivot on that left hip. Pivoting the chest toward the ground, but you're using your back to keep lifting the chest up. Keep breathing. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. And release, exhale, shake it out. Shake out the legs, shake out the feet. Find samastitihi. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the floor. Lengthen as you inhale, pause here. Take your feet mats width apart. Bend both knees. Different variation of malasana. Hands to heart. Lift the chest. Lift through bandhas. Press down into feet. You can stay right here. Or Bakasana if you want to work on your arm balance a little bit. If you're just beginning to work with Bakasana, of course, if you know Bakasana, go right into it. If you're just beginning to work with Bakasana, in your own home, you might have a stack of pillows right in front of you. You can practice with the pillows or even with a block to rest the forehead on and practice lifting the feet up. Make sure you're breathing no matter what you're doing here. Some of you Bakasana at a tripod headstand. And then when you're ready for Vinyasa, step, walk, or hop back and flow through. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in your down dog. Just check in with yourself, body and breath. Smooth out your inhales and your exhales. And then with your next inhalation, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through to high lunge. Stay on the right tiptoes. Inhale, rise to reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale, interlace behind the back. Pull the belly in and up, lengthen up out of the waist, even as you sit deeper into that left knee. Press the back of your right thigh toward the ceiling. If you feel that too much in your low back, of course, you can always keep the back knee bent. But if your low back's fine, then go ahead and straighten it out. Lift the chest, maybe look up. Engage your inner thighs. Engage bandhas. Keep the face and jaw relaxed. For one more breath. And then as you inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sit low and lean forward, and then twist as you exhale, right elbow, left knee. So as always, that can be any variation. Back knee could drop down. You could open arms or bind. So again, open arms or bind, you have to get that right shoulder to the outside of the knee. Pull the left hip back and down. Press your right heel back as you pull your chest forward. And then inhale, look down. Exhale, just bring your hands to the floor. Take an inhale here, lengthen the spine as you bend the knee. Exhale, straighten out the left knee and let yourself fold. Inhale, bend the knee, lengthen spine. Exhale, straighten the leg, fold. Again, inhale, bend the knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten the knee, fold. Take a breath there, folding over the leg. Deep inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, lift the head, bend the knee. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Inhale, float the right leg up and back. Press back through the right heel. Right hand on the floor below the face. Again, you might use a block here. Left hand to the hip. Take an inhale. Twist as you exhale. You can take that left arm up. Keep twisting your chest toward the left. Maybe point the right toes, bend the right knee, and reach back for the foot, maybe. Keep your standing legs strong. Keep your eyes focused at one spot. Take one more deep breath in. Ragdoll, top of the mat. Exhale, release. Shake it up. And sway side to side, swivel left to right. Jaws relaxed, head and neck relaxed. And then heel toe the feet together. Lengthen as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Inhale, stand, arms reach, palms touch. Exhale, relax the arms, samastiti. Just take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Good, so now standing on your right leg. Pull your left knee into your chest. Lift the chest up, stand up tall, slide your left hand to your left hip. Take an inhale. Twist as you exhale toward the left. Again, you might take the left arm back. You might take your left leg forward and breathe. Some people like to catch the big toe here. That's absolutely fine variation. Straighten the standing leg. Keep lifting the top of your head up toward the ceiling. Keep your gaze focused. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the left knee into the chest. Don't fall. Once you've got the knee into the chest, you're going to slide the left hand down to the ankle or the shin there. Let the left knee drop toward the floor. Think quad stretch to start. Draw the knees close together. Take the right arm up. Take an inhale. You can stay or you can exhale, start to kick back. Once you've kicked back, just make sure you're not twisting open toward the left. Keep the chest and the hips forward. Then you can pivot toward the ground a bit. But keep using the upper back muscles to lift the chest up. Inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale, release and shake it out. Make your way up to the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in and out. Reach the arms up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Lengthen, breathe in. Vinyasa, breathe out, step or lightly jump back as you flow. We'll meet in down dog together. Take a breath or 2. And then with your next exhale, lower to the knees. Find dolphin. Again, this can be with either fingers interlaced, spread wide. If you want a block between your hands, you can use a block. Tuck the toes, send the hips up and back. Focus a lot on the upper body here. Keep pressing the chest back. Keep pulling the belly in and up. If you want to work toward forearm balance a little bit, maybe just practice lifting the right leg up. If you want to hop here, you can hop. Look toward your thumbs. Give it a few hops. If you're hopping, switch legs. And then when you're ready, child's pose. Lower to the knees, sit onto the heels. Take rest. At least 3 deep breaths. And when you're ready, come back up to tabletop as you inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. And take a breath. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through to high lunge, stand the back tiptoes. Inhale, come up. Exhale, open chest. Stay here, inhale. Exhale, right elbow under left, wrap the arms. Sit into the hips, pull the belly in and up, lift the fingertips up. Take an inhale here. Fold halfway, exhale. Press the left heel back, pull your right hip back. You can stay here, fingertips reaching forward, or warrior 3, standing up onto the right leg. Point the left toes, reach the fingertips forward. You're pivoting on the right hip to roll the outer left hip down. Pull the belly in and up. For 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. Take 1 more inhale, just release your hands to the floor, exhale, fold. Take a moment here just to soften the standing knee. You can bend that right knee a little bit. Take a breath. And then inhale, lengthen the spine, straighten out the left leg up. Exhale, fold, standing splits. So if you have hamstring issues, of course you can keep a little bend to your right knee. And if you're feeling pretty open, lift the left toes up nice and high. You can maybe draw your forehead toward your right shin bone a little bit more. Keep hugging the low belly in and up. Take 1 more inhale where you are. Ragdoll, top of the mat. Exhale, release, shake it out. Sway side to side, swivel left to right. And then heel toe your feet together, toes touch. Inhale, lengthen here, look forward. Exhale, just fold. Stand as you inhale, arms reach up. Samasthiti, exhale. And take a breath. Good. We're going to move from dancer into Chapasana or Ardha Chandrasana. So if you want to use a block in front of you, I would slide a block in front of you about a foot or 2 in front. We'll stand on the right leg, right hand to hip, bend the left knee, reach back. Hug the belly in and up, lift the chest, lift the right arm. Start with knees and thighs together. Then start to kick the left leg back. Take a nice full inhale. Exhale, start to pivot. Pause in dancer. So find your balance in dancer, find your drishti. And then when you're ready to take this into Chapasana, look down, follow your gaze with your fingertips. And then that right hand comes down to the floor or a block. Kicking the left foot against the left hand. Maybe look up over the left shoulder. Strong standing leg. Release the left foot, take an inhale. Warrior 2, exhale, long step back. Take a deep breath in Warrior 2. Exhale, hands frame the right foot. Lower your left knee down. If you have sensitive kneecaps or a really hard floor, maybe a blanket or fold your mat up underneath your back knee. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a moment to back out of that low lunge. Pull the belly in and up. Lift the chest, but not the shoulders. Then start to sit down into the hips again. Right hip pulls back, left hip forward. So again, you're not twisting open to the left. Hips and chest stay straight ahead. Bend the back knee. Reach your left hand back for the foot. Take your right arm up. If you have deeper variations here, go wherever you'd like to go with this. And breathe. Inner thighs are active, hugging toward each other to help support the low back. Bandhas are lifting in and up to support the low back. And you're using your upper back muscles to lift the chest. Nice. Take one more inhale where you are. Exhale, hands freeing the right foot again. Lengthen as you inhale. Half split, exhale. Inhale, lengthen here. Now you can either exhale, fold, or you can take it into deeper splits. I like my back toes tucked initially. Eventually I'll untuck them, but I use the left hip toes to help press left hip forward, pull right hip back, especially as you move into deeper splits. If you're a little tight through the hamstrings, maybe a block under one of your thighs. I like the front thighs. Some people like the block underneath the back thigh to see what works best for you, so that you have support so you're not causing any strain or pain in your hamstrings. Bandha's lifting, chest lifting, always breathing. Good. One more breath here. And then we'll start to bend into the right knee. Maybe set your block aside. Tuck the back toes under. Take an inhale, three-legged dog as you exhale. Take the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, hip rolls open. Maybe flip over into flipped dog or wild thing. Stretch it out. And then when you're ready to return to down dog, you can flow through Vinyasa or skip it. We'll find down dog together. Take a couple of breaths in downward dog. And then inhale, take your left leg up and back. Step it through to high lunge as you exhale, stay on the right tip toes. Inhale, come up. Bend your elbows, exhale, open chest. Stay here, inhale, then left elbow under right, exhale, wrap the arms. Fingertips lift, pull the belly in and up. Take an inhale, fold halfway, exhale. Pull your left hip back, press the right heel back. Again, you can stay or find your warrior three variation, floating up onto the left leg. For this one, you can point the right toes, straighten the knee, pivot on the left hip to roll the outer right hip down, and breathe. Use your upper back to pull your chest forward. For 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. Take one more inhale. Just release the hands down as you exhale. And think like one-legged ragdoll. You can bend both knees a little bit. Take a breath. Just let the legs relax a moment. And then when you're ready to move into your standing splits, use an inhale to lengthen the spine. Start to straighten out the legs. Then exhale, fold. You can walk your hands back. You can always keep a little bend to that left knee if you need to. If you can work with a straight left leg, maybe draw your forehead closer to your shin bone. Face and jaw relaxed. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. Ragdoll, exhale, release. And shake it out. And sway side to side. If it feels good to do a squat here, you can always take a brief squat just to release the hips and the low back. I personally find Malasana is a great cure for most everything. But when you're ready, we'll return to that forward fold with the feet together. Inhale, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Just fold as you exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, stand, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, relax the arms. Take a deep breath in and out. Good. So now again, dancer into Chapasana, possibly use your block. Shift your weight into your left foot. Bend your right knee, reach back. Left arm reaches up. Take a moment to find neutral. Strong belly, neutral back, long spine. Then when you're ready, start to kick the foot back. Take a nice full inhale here, grow tall. Exhale, start to pivot, come into dancer. Pause in dancer, using the back to lift the chest, but then start to shift your gaze, your drishti, down. Follow your gaze with your fingertips down to the floor or block. And then you can start to kick that right foot up and back, maybe a little bit more. Maybe look up over the right shoulder toward the ceiling. Full breathing. And then release the foot, take an inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Don't fall over. Take a nice full inhale and warrior two. Exhale, hands frame the left foot. Right knee lowers down to the floor, maybe to a blanket. And use cushioning underneath the knee if you need it. Bring your hands to your hips. Let your hips shift back. Hug the belly in and up, lift the chest, take an inhale. Exhale, start to sit into the hips. And then bend your back knee and reach back for the foot. Pull right hip forward, left hip back so you're not twisting open to the right. Again, really strong inner thighs and bandhas. You can take the left arm up. Any deeper variation that you might take here is perfect. But if you find yourself so deep in the pose you can't breathe, back out. Nice, 2 more breaths. Nice, take 1 more inhale. And then exhale, release your hands to frame the left foot. Lengthen as you inhale. Half split exhale, shift your hips back. Deep breath in, lengthen again. Exhale, fold. And then if you want to go into deeper splits, then you can lengthen and start to slide that left heel forward. And I like the back toes tucked to help pull right hip forward, left hip back. You're welcome to untuck them. You can always use props here underneath the thighs. Again, just so that you're not forcing yourself deeper than you need to here. Breathing wherever you are. Nice full steady breaths. See if you can find an element of softening into the pose, an element of surrendering into the pose so you're not always struggling or forcing. So 1 more breath where you are. And then you'll start to bend into the left knee. And you can set your blocks aside. Tuck the back toes under, take an inhale, step back to 3-legged dog, exhale, left leg up and back. Bend the knee, hip rolls open. Maybe flip over into flipped dog, wild thing. Maybe Urdhva Dhanurasana if you're feeling open. Take a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, you can move through Vinyasa or skip it. We'll find down dog together. And then from your down dog, inhale, plank position. Exhale, lower to your belly. We're moving into locust pose here. So you can bring your forehead or your chin to the mat. Wiggle your legs together. So knees, thighs, ankles all squeeze toward your midline. Pull the belly in and up, find bandhas. And then inhale, lift up, chin, chest, shoulders, toes, knees, thighs. Tops of the hands can stay on the ground for one variation or float up for another variation. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Breathing 2. Squeeze the thighs together. 3. 4. Take 1 more inhale. 5, exhale, release the cheek to the floor. You can sway side to side or windshield wiper the lower legs left to right. And we'll do it again. Straighten out the legs. Squeeze them together. Maybe interlace your fingers together behind the back. Some people like to link thumbs here. You can link thumbs. Inhale, lift, chin, chest, shoulders, strong back. Lift the legs, strong quads, but strong hamstrings and glutes. Breathing, 1. Use your back of the body to lift the front of the body up. 2, keep straightening the knees. 3, keep reaching the chest forward and up. 4, take 1 more inhale. 5, other cheek to the floor. And again, you can sway hips or windshield wiper legs. All right, you're welcome to stay with locust, Shalabhasana, either one of those variations, or if you know a different variation. Otherwise, we'll start to work with Dhanurasana, bow pose, not boat, bow. So knees and thighs, initially when you bend your knees to reach back with your hands, your knees might separate quite a bit there. But once you've got something to hold on to, try to wiggle them together. Even before lifting them up, just try to bring the inner thighs closer together. Strong back, inhale, lift chest up. Exhale, kick the legs up and back. And breathe. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together like you're holding a block between your knees. And then keep lifting your knees and your toes up toward the ceiling. 2, 3, use your back to lift your chest. 4, lift a little higher. And 5, exhale, release. Stay on the belly for a few breaths. You can sway hips. When you're ready, we'll move her into a child's pose. Let your movement there be like in slow motion. So go very slowly in your transition. As they say back in Maine, like molasses in January, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense here in Southern California, so. But you could imagine all the way back into a nice, comfy, cozy child's pose. Let everything relax and take a few deep breaths. And then from child's pose, just come up onto your elbows. We're just going to work for a couple of minutes or a couple of breaths in either dolphin. If you want something more passive, do puppy dog again. If you want to work on forearm balance, and you want to work on forearm balance, you certainly can. If you need a wall, you could slide up to a wall. So, puppy dog, or even if you want, you could do like a thread the needle. Again, if you want something more passive here, you could do something more stretchy. If you want something more active, of course, forearm balance or dolphin or forearm balance, maybe headstand, just to get an inversion into your practice. Breathing no matter what you're doing. Foundation no matter what you're doing. Use what is on the ground, root down, and then lift from there. And again, notice if your priority has become the pose instead of the breath, reconnect to the breath. Use it in your pose. And when you're ready, child's pose, lower to the knees, sit onto the heels. You want a couple more breaths upside down, of course, take as much time as you like. When you're ready to rest, you rest. You're welcome to stay in child's pose for a bit longer. When you're ready, one more vinyasa, last one. We'll meet in down dog. from your down dog. Look between your thumbs. Lower your knees down between your hands. Sit onto your heels. If you have knee issues, sit on your block. So you support the knees so you have a little more height there. If you have no knee issues, you could start to separate your feet, sit down between them, try to keep the knees pretty close together. You can stay here. So be more passive pose. We're gonna slow it down now, but still kind of stretching evenly out through the fronts of the hips and the thighs. This could be plenty. I just don't want you to strain. So if you start to feel this a lot in the low back, just back out into a variation that it's less about the low back and more about the front of the hips and thighs. You can lean onto the hands. If the knees start to lift up or separate, you're probably too far. Just stay where you can keep the knees closer together and down on the ground. You might be able to drop to the elbows, and I know some of you can drop all the way back onto your back. You're certainly welcome to do that. I'm going to stop here. Maybe let the head tilt back. And still lengthening your tail away from you, pulling the belly in and up. Breathing fully into the body. About 5 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, you can start to come back up. This is kind of a challenging pose to come up out of, so just make sure you're not straining your low back or twisting around a whole lot to get there. And then once you're up, we're just going to extend the legs out in front of us. You can kind of just scoot your hips off to one side and reach the legs forward. You can kind of shake out the knees. Maybe roll out the feet and the ankles. If your thought after doing that pose is, wow, I should do that pose more often, that's what I just thought. Maybe you should do that pose more often. So from here, we're gonna bring the sole of your right foot to your inner left thigh. Just coming into either Vinyasa. If you have lotus, you're welcome to bring that right leg up into lotus. Turn to face your left leg. Take a deep breath in, maintain that rotation of the spine and the chest toward the knee. And then exhale, just fold. You're just coming out of some back bending here, so don't really force the fold here. If it feels more comfortable to stay upright and breathe, that's fine. Allow your weight to stay shifted into your sitting bones. And maybe just let your head relax down. Full breaths into the torso. And then inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release. Bring your right knee up. Just gonna take this into either Vinyasa C, you can stay, or we'll twist. If you want Ardha Matsyendrasana, you can take the leg cross variation there. It's still gonna be a twist to the right. Right hand to the floor behind you. Inhale, take your left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right. You can hug knee to chest. Again, either way, maybe that bottom leg is straightened out. You can go deeper, but as long as you can breathe deeply. If you're so deep in the twist you can't breathe, back out of pose and breathe. Inhales, find length. Exhales, just settle into the twist. And then inhale, look forward. And exhale, untwist. Release the legs. You can shake out the knees for a moment. And then we're just going to find either Vinyasa with the left leg bent, or you can again bring that left leg up into half lotus. Turn your chest to face the right leg. So again, there's that rotation a little bit there. Inhale, fold as you exhale. Again, hands can stay down. Don't take this too deep. You might feel a little more open on the side since you already did a forward fold and a twist. So just go mindfully. Keep your weight shifted into the sitting bones. And again, nice full breaths into the torso. Feel the rib cage expand in all directions. Exhale, soften into the pose, maybe connect to bandhas. One more breath. And then inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release the hands. So again, preparing for the twist, bring the left knee up. And again, the right leg can stay straight, or you can bend that too. Left hand behind you, right arm up, take an inhale. Twist to the left, exhale, hug knee to chest or hook elbow to knee. Once you're in your pose, you can close the eyes and breathe fully. With your inhale, look forward. Exhale, untwist. Release the legs out in front of you, shake out the knees. I'm gonna lie down onto the back here. Scooch forward. Pull your knees into your chest. Pull your chest up toward your knees. Shoulders are down. Reach the arms forward. Lift the legs up. Smile with great joy and happiness for the last boat pose. And slowly sink your boat. Slowly, slowly. No rush. All the way down. Maybe pause in baby boat pose. And then relax. And take a breath on your back. And bend your knees, walk your feet in close to your hips, palms either face down by your sides. If you're feeling pretty open and want to move into wheel here, you could certainly take wheel instead of bridge. We'll do 2. Press into the feet, lift through bandhas, and then inhale, lift through hips. So feet press down to lift the hips. And again, you can either come into bridge, maybe interlace the fingers together behind you, or you're up in wheel, straightening the elbows. Breathing 1. 2, engage your inner thighs. Press the floor away from you with your feet. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale, come down. Take a deep breath in and out. And we'll do it one more time. And you can do bridge again, or you can go into wheel. I'm going to stick with bridge. Press into the feet, lift through bandhas, and then inhale, lift hips. And again, strong through bandhas, strong through legs, strong through inner thighs for 1. Press down to lift up. 2. Keep the jaw relaxed. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale, slowly release. Once you're on your back, draw your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side. Maybe find a happy baby pose. Couple of options here. Shoulder stand for those of you who want to do shoulder stand. If you don't want shoulder stand, you could take legs straight up, like inverted staff position, or you could take a reclined pigeon stretch. So I'm going to do reclined pigeon here. You're welcome to take this into shoulder stand, and I'll talk you through that one too. So again, if you're in pigeon, flex the right foot. If you're moving into shoulder stand, you can always come into a brief plow pose first before lifting the legs straight up. Breathe in either pose. Of course, shoulder stand's a much more active, strong pose. So if you're in shoulder stand, bandhas, strong legs, really strong attention to breath in bandhas. If you're in reclined pigeon, more passive pose, still focus on breath and bandhas, but less intensity for the rest of the body. If you took shoulder stand, take it into plow pose. When you're ready, lower the legs to the floor behind the head. Plow, the legs are straight and the mid and lower back are still lifting up and extending up toward the ceiling. When you're ready to turn your plow into Karnapadasana with the knees bent, then you allow your spine to round and curl up with the knees bending in toward the head or the chest. If you took reclined pigeon, switch sides. Make any adjustments you need to for the new side. If it's tighter, don't force it. Again, full breaths where you are. Maintain bandhas where you are. And then if you took your inversions, when you're ready, you can start to come down into plow pose. So you can flatten the palms to the floor and begin to lower vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone. Legs can either be straight or some of you will come into lotus as you come down. And even if you took reclined pigeon, if you would like to take fish pose as well, you can lower the legs down, prop yourself up onto your elbows, lift the chest up. Let the head tilt back if it's okay with your neck. When you're ready to release, inhale, gently lift the head up, and then exhale, slowly come down onto the back. Hug your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in close. And then start to prepare for Shavasana. You can allow the legs to extend out. Allow your palms to turn out, face up by your sides. Make any adjustments you need to be comfortable here. Lengthen the tail away from you. Snuggle the shoulders underneath you. Take a nice full inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. 2 more times like that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Letting go completely of the body, leave the body to itself. Letting go of the breath, leaving the breath to itself. Allowing yourself time here for complete effortlessness, complete ease. While you relax there, I will read to you a passage from Yoga Gems. It says, "Let us guard against judging others. The yogic attitude is to mind our own actions and not be self-styled detectives of God. When we act, 1/100th part of our personality is expressed outwardly. and 99 parts are expressed entirely on other levels. So to take one detail and judge the whole personality of a person from that standpoint is surely wrong. The human personality is not merely a machine that acts. A sewing machine is judged on how it sews. But people are not machines. People have deep complexes hidden in their personalities, sometimes not even known to themselves. Begin to bring your attention back to your body. And begin to feel your breath. And as your breathing deepens, you can explore movements. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And roll through your ankles and your wrists. Just noticing what it feels like to move and breathe and be in your body. Use any movements or stretches that feel good to you as you make your way back to seated, allowing your eyes to remain closed, your attention to remain inward. Once seated, you can bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment to express gratitude for the ability and the opportunity to step onto the mat, to take time to practice, to take this time to take care of ourselves, of yourself, with no judgments and lots of love. Together with honor, respect, and much gratitude for one another, I thank you all for your presence. Namaste.